Hello, and welcome to Talking Simulator. I am Cameron,
I'm Corey.
and today we will be playing The Outer Worlds.
I have not played this game at all, but I've heard things about it, like it came out, and it has a title very similar to Outer Wilds.
Yes, I became intensely confused when I first learned about these two video games that were releasing at basically the same time and dealing with similar subject matter.
Oh, really? Is this one also in space?
It is in space, to the extent that we are all currently in space.
Hmm.
I didn't actually think that one through. Anyway.
Space games. So, Bethesda?
Well, no, this is
Obsidian?
actually Obsidian.
Obsidian.
So the people who made, Baldur's Gate 2? KOTOR?
Yeah.
A studio with a long history of very successfully playing in other people's sandboxes.
Such as South Park, correct?
I... Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Aren't
okay.
they? Or am I thinking of a different company?
I mean, these are the people responsible for writing HK's monologue on love in KOTOR
Okay,
2.
yes.
So, I'm heavily predisposed to enjoy their stuff. They did the Stick of Truth, right?
Yeah.
And famously Fallout 4 New Vegas or Fallout 3 New Vegas, which I never did play, but I understand is actually the high point of the Fallout modern era of games.
Yeah, when I was working on Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition, I think one of my coworkers did an internship at Obsidian and helped them on Stick of Truth, and he was like, "Now I'm best friends with Chris Avalon. I'm really cool." And now he's making another game.
What a dick.
Yeah, they just finished funding on Fig for Chorus.
I hate when other people are successful.
I know, especially when they make like connections at work with like other professional people, and then like make a new studio
And then
make
are
a cool
happy.
game. Yeah. We're waiting for the game to
Yeah,
install.
we're actually engaged in a complex bluff here. So we're at 37.7 gigabytes of 38.9 gigabytes.
And yet it says 79%. I don't know if those numbers match.
It's possibly abstracting the installation process.
It's given us several animations to watch.
Yeah, the Epic Games Store actually has a kind of fun progress bar at the very bottom labeled operations, which seems like a very legitimate word. And I don't know what it's actually depicting, but it has several colors moving across and completing a bar.
Yeah, there's like these little cubes. It looks like a disk defrag. So I assume it's like, here's the files that we're writing to disk, and here's what we're writing currently, and here's where we're making space to write stuff, and then it fills up.
So, as it turns out, the Epic Games Store is good, actually.
Now it's going green.
Oh, sick. It's
Going green
finished downloading
backwards. It's
and very
yes.
fast.
Oh. Soon we'll get to play a video game.
The download and write speeds have dropped to 0.0 bytes, capital B is bytes, per second. But the read graph is now very high and purple.
93%. Wow. Wow. Gripping.
Magnificent. Magnificent.
What were we talking about?
I don't remember. Okay. So I've played several hours of this game. I have not completed it yet, as a caveat. I'd like to start over again because I think the way it starts off is probably...
Can I play the tutorial?
I would love you to.
Yes!
All right, change places.
Change places.
We have these new brackets for our headphones.
That I don't really like.
I mean, they're there, so I'm assuming I'm going to get used to it. But they're... Oh, yeah. Dear God.
You
Melcy?
can just take the whole thing. I don't need to see chat on my phone over here.
Oh, this has words on the back. The Lamech Hall S1 stand. Simple sophistication. Designed by Skyhorse.
We have a designed object in this room, thus. Ooh. Alright. Game is installed.
So, my initial feelings on this game are mixed. Because I want to love a game set in space that is critical of late stage capitalism, as it's optimistically called. And I think Outer Worlds is moderately successful at doing that, while also not completely successfully interrogating all of the things that we necessarily take for granted in games. So I realize that this is something that I constantly come back to and hammer on over and over again. The idea of, what are our defaults? And interrogating our defaults. Which is important. Especially when you want to engage in or engage critically with something like capitalism. So what are the things that you just kind of take for granted and don't wind up interrogating? Oh, my bad.
Wait, is that game or is that stream? That's chat. Which one's game? Weird. Maybe it's that full screen issue again.
Maybe.
Whoops. Oh. Back. Get back. Get back. I hear something now.
Hmm.
It's windowed full screen, so maybe just windowed?
Maybe?
Alright, let's play full screen.
There should be sounds here. There we go. Also, the music is gorgeous. At least, some of the music is gorgeous. I think it falls a little bit into the the mode of Firefly, where space is going to be like the American West, and we're going to have a lot of guitars or banjos.
When prosperity awaits you in the stars. Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Halcyon's a fun word.
Hmm.
Ooh, colony ship Hope. Abandon all hope. He looks like fun. Who is he?
Phineas Vernon Wells.
Some sort of bad man.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Melee, heavy weapons, handguns, I love.
Oh, are you in for a treat then?
Perception.
They have kept a lot of the artifacts of a Fallout game, but given it kind of like new names, right? So the VATS interface is still here, but it's being reframed as the fact that you are suffering from advanced brain damage from being frozen in thawed.
My friend. You wrote that paper on breeding a cystipig with 30% more tumors.
Why did I do that?
It's cruelty-free meat.
Beverages. I love. Oh, I can make an old fashioned. Dirt farmer. Safety inspector. Yes, I shall be a safety inspector.
Don't train safety inspectors anymore.
Oh! Where's random? Where's random?
X.
That's good enough to start with. Let's get rid of some of the nasty.
I think
do
you're
I
looking
get-
for dirt.
I wanted my nose boogers away.
Oh, right.
So many boogers. Oh, really? Fierce. Slightly less dirty. Cool scar. Very old. All the way old. Eyebrow style. Yeah. This is good enough for me. What's my name? Potato.
With this lowercase p. Perfect.
Next. Alright. This looks like a good character.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
He's only stealing one? Stealing a human doesn't really seem like cost efficient.
Initiate skip jump.
Like once you have a human, you have to like feed them and keep them warm.
Clothe them.
Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down.
Shit.
Bet I can't even help him fix his ship.
You could tell him it's unsafe, though.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see.
It's called magic. He pumped us full of magic.
Chemical supply saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck.
I love how much jank he's dealing with.
Yeah.
I would also keep my wanted poster just on hand.
Yeah,
At
I
all
mean, like,
times.
is that goals, having a wanted poster?
Thing working. Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
We are ODST.
I'm Master Chef. No, wait. Potato Inspector.
Ah, you've landed good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away. Holding it.
I just wicked witched him.
And letting
Yep.
the ship go to waste.
Oh.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I
What a
trusted
jump.
you
Wow.
after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
So I spent a bit of time in this game just looking up. It makes it very rewarding to look up.
Now that you mention it. What are you? What are you? What are you? What are you? Come back. Okay, fine. Where am I going?
You'll see more of them later.
How many more? Ooh. Ooh. Huh. Nice little camp.
He probably wasn't using his legs.
What are those?
You need
they hit me.
to... If you press Z, you are control.
Yeah, let's control the crouch.
Hmm.
Awareness meter, awareness meter. They already left. Eh. Can't run while crouched. Ooh. Are the bad times upon me?
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. Bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Safe.
10-meter drop is probably fine. Oh yes, you can vape blood.
Hey, you, come here.
Phlegm, you say?
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stinks.
What happened to
While
you?
on patrol, I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
What's this about marauders?
Killing, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Give me your gun.
Yeah, you sound a lot like my lieutenant. Here, hope this gun serves you better than it did me. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice.
Carl's
Yes.
brought to you by Carl's Jr. Right, like there's a very kind of idiocracy.
Or something? You're
vibe?
in Emerald Vale.
Yeah.
We're a Spacer's Choice community.
Which is a little
Headquarters are
Fallout
ways
anyways.
down.
Yeah,
Nice place to
right,
go.
like it's
Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Bye. Anything? Ha! Stuff.
yeah. The Marauders were kind of the first thing in this game that put me off a little bit because they are just basically like Doom monsters.
What just happened? Can you hear me? What in the... This...
Oops, forgot that was the vape button.
So basically the first thing the game wants you to do is murder some random people.
Yeah. Cute. Boop. Boop. What you got? What you got? Haha! Can't see me. Can't shoot me. Stuff. Bananas? Get out of here. Get out of here. Ooh, things. Fish sticks. Is this an outhouse? Should be. Not just a tall container.
So yeah, like it doesn't necessarily force you to kill them. It's possible to sneak past them, but what the game does is it puts a gun in your hand and then says, "Hey, there are these guys outside that we just told you are dangerous and violent.
Yeah.
They're in your way, and their name is written in red.
Yeah, they have red health
So
bars.
you figure it out."
Goodbye. Ah! Me leggies.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
These ones have normal names.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not supposed to shoot these. Ah! Factions, eh?
Yep.
Is this another faction?
Those are more marauders.
Do I have grenades or anything? Oh no. blood. Everyone sounds very friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, hello people. How are you today?
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best
Friend.
keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Call on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really?
I
How
found a
is he?
teammate. Still a moron. Oh, can't
course
use the
I am.
numpad.
I'm a
Unless
superior
do I turn the
officer.
map
Stands
on?
to reason, don't it? Just you watch. I'll cross these marauders off with a swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Persuade.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Goodbye. Have fun. I'll watch. 2v4?
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Got him.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
Interesting. Not here to misappropriate anything.
Elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence.
Oh, I'm ready.
Jettison procedures initiated. Disengage in airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarded parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Realize we're on the ground, right?
My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Is this Hawthorne's
This
ship?
vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Really? I'll look up to the left on that face. Hawthorne's dead.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I get it.
Well
Yeah.
done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact.
I wonder which
Unfortunately, our
Captain
engine is
Hawthorne we
currently
are.
inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Doubt I'd find a part like that.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a unique captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I like it.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Alright, let's see what leveling up looks like.
Oh, excuse me.
Management training. Every time you level up, skill point on a core skill improves all of the specialized skills. Maximum of 50. Points specialized skills up to 100.
Yeah, so you level in blocks.
Yeah. Armor consumables. Okay. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. So just like before. Alright. I want dialogue options.
Probably good for streaming.
Unlock the location hit effects. Okay. Nice. Okay. So it shows you what perks and stuff you can get. Every 2 levels. That's a lot of options.
Yeah, I think you wind up with 5 of them before you move on to tier 2. Gotta go fast.
And journal. Alright. Does it want me to look at a specific thing?
I hate this because it
Oh,
doesn't
God.
indicate what.
Blah, blah, blah.
So you have to,
blah,
like,
blah.
Go
Click them
through all of the things.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not doing that. 4 weapons. Oh, the stick is a weapon. Yes. Armors. Mining Hephaestus. It's better. Skill type. Tech skills +5. Stealth skills +5. Don't care. No.
So the Unreliable is neat. It's got
If your
all of your
equipment is in need
workbenches.
of repair or modification, the Crux 2000
There's
workbench
the
is at your
necessary
disposal, Captain.
crafting system.
Uh-oh. Already stuck. Okay, good. Nope.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died. The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed. These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
Vocational competence respecification machine. Nice.
These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me. Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
Nice. 2 fridges.
I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain.
That's true.
Help yourself. No, really.
Alright. I'm done with the ship.
All right.
Is there anything else I should look at?
Not really. I think you could probably pick up a couple of more like food items, but
I'll be with you, friend. I'm Ernie from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards. Now, it seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me they're all dead. Mind telling me what happened here?
The guards and the locals had a bit of an altercation.
All that goes. Spacer's choice policy strictly prohibits dying during work hours. Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt.
That's very straightforward. Could use their gear.
No can do, friend. That armor's Spacer's choice property. Bodies, too. Living or otherwise. Company policy, see? You don't want to amble on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. Constable's office might have work for someone with your, let's just say, aggressive disposition. Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
I'll be on my way.
I've heard the game's politics kind of loosely described as like Elizabeth Warren incrementalism. But it really feels more to me like its level of criticism is kind of about on par with like Idiocracy. Jesus. Okay, I never did use any of the melee weapons.
I'm starting to like really enjoy that. Biff. Didn't know the wind-up would be so long.
Yeah, no, that was vivid. That impact. That was intensely satisfying.
Alrighty. This way. No? No up? Alright. Yield up jump. How do I put this away?
I think it's not Q, is it? I think it no, F is vaping blood. Oh, you hold reload, hold R, I think.
Oh, good.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Space. Like everyone else.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's Marauder territory, friend.
My pod crashed.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Never got your name, I'm Potato.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you.
Certainly.
Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
So he does the opposite of exhuming?
Yeah.
Only to make a little money.
Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You want me to collect?
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
I'll be back. Hello, gunman.
I wound up not taking his quest.
Well, I might not just punch the people.
And I mean, I suppose that's a reasonable job of, like, thinking about what taking a quest actually is. Right? Because it presents it as, you know, it's not a great job to be doing. Because you're basically shaking down people for death taxes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good elevator. Oh. Oh, lovely.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir.
Seems we've got a guest.
Oops.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
I'll wait until you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
I'm Potato.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
You want me to do something?
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Mostly abandoned.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Never would have guessed.
I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
I don't blame him.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Can't make any promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
I work alone.
Are you sure? I imagine Miss Holcomb will make a reliable companion. She knows her way around the Vale.
All right.
Great. I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and
one thing I
airport
like that the
engine
game
tape,
does
so
is if
I'm all
you
set.
have
Well, I am
a
glad to
companion
hear that.
skill set
Best of
already,
luck to you.
like
And
if
thank
you
again
have
for
built
your
an
help.
engineering
It is
character,
a lot to ask a stranger, I know.
Parvati will just boost your skill
Oh.
rather than having redundant skills that don't work together. So, you know, it presents you the traditional RPG thing of like, picking a side right away.
Mm-hmm.
There is a third way through it.
Take both power distributors. So I can walk through her?
Yep. Also, if you can...
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry.
Logs. Oh, the Saltine is local, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Turn to route. Nothing. Okay. Yes, you wanted to talk to me. Where did you go? Are you standing inside of me by any chance?
Where? Parvati?
Hello?
Where did she go?
Hello? She was in the elevator. Ah!
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Seemed pretty straightforward.
Sure, it all comes together seamless in his own head. And I reckon he means well.
Yeah, go ahead. Post you.
It's just,
We.
he doesn't always
This
get
is a
where other
spoiled
folk are
stream,
talking from.
so.
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Sure, the deserters are fine. What about it?
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, ma'am. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Why?
About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. They're neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
Think about it. Alrighty. Shops. Shopping.
Actually, do we want to take our first break here?
Yeah, sure.
Once we've kind of gotten like the first sense of the game.
I think so.
Okay, so let's take a 5-minute break, and remember, chat, a break for us is a break for you. So go do some self-care. Or not. I'm not a cop. I can't tell you what to do.
You have to tell us if you're a cop.
Hey, we're back. So
Do I have a map?
we've been playing Outer Worlds. We have made a character, we've met Parvati, we've gotten to Edgewater, and we've gotten the parameters for our first quest. In order to leave this hole, we need to get a thinger. And to get the thinger, we need to decide whether large numbers of people live or die. Gamers!
Constable.
I'm feeling pretty low.
Hello
never
there.
actually been in here.
Constable.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing a promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
Looking for work.
Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Let's go collect some fingers.
Wish we had some better rations.
Nothing I can do about that.
Former vicar.
I somehow completely missed that.
Physician. Okay.
Also, the religion in this game, or at least the
Well,
one.
people have been saying law, with capital law.
Yeah, it's the scientism is heavily related to Scientology, I
You're
feel.
not a big drinker, are you?
Read the late.
I don't know you.
I don't know you.
Potato. No, not lying.
The Unreliable, you say? Never heard of any company supply ship with that particular name. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hardworking company folk here.
Dead eyes. What a fine establishment it is.
Really think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub the tiles. Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt. We just got some problems lately. I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises, though. Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. You understand.
Let's see what's on tap.
Coming right up.
Okay. Yes, give me coffee. Do I have money? I don't have any money. 18 monies.
You have 18 monies.
Sell. Bananas. IDs. Wait. Aha! Aha! $40. I need like 5 more.
Now, like, participating in commerce isn't necessarily like capitalism, right? I remember one comment being like, the classic gotcha of like, oh, you're criticizing capitalism, but on a computer that capitalism made, right? But it's like the retort that I've heard to that is, you know, well, capitalism didn't make it, labor did, right? Capitalism determined who got paid.
I'm not allowed in here.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
Absolutely. I'll keep my hands in my pockets. I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Did she try to fix something?
Yes, she did. She has a very good story
Music to
about
my
it if you
ears.
want to tell it. Or if you want to talk to her about it.
Gun! 120. Ooh, 200 melee. Okay. Pricing things out. I'm gonna need like a few hundred. I do like the like projected holograph signage. Let's just go out the other door. Botanical lab. Hack. Oh, just a bin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. What? I activated it with my presence.
Nice.
Give me that hat.
Right, and the idea that there's like no ethical consumption under capitalism is challenging, right? Like we're all required to kind of like participate in our society, right? Like it's kind of
it's
illegal
like not
to.
having an internet connection or not getting ID or something from the government. Like it's because society as a whole has chosen.
Yeah, we
something
kind of
we
have
kinda
to operate within these parameters, right? And the statement that there's no ethical consumption isn't really an admonition; it's just an acknowledgement that like you kind of have to participate in it. Right? We live in a society. Let's all get it out. We live in a society. And this isn't really something I'm terribly well qualified to talk about, but here we are, doing it, and it's going to go up on YouTube forever.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon.
I had a thing I was going to say here.
And it's kind of pointless to to shame people for
for having to participate. I read the other day this comment that was like, well, yeah, the Wright brothers made and repaired bicycles.
Yep.
Right. The light bulb was probably invented by candlelight.
Right.
There is incrementalism, but there is also like iteration. Right. It's hard to build something completely from scratch.
What's that? I'm just gonna take the road around to fill out that section of the map and then head to where I'm supposed to go.
But I mean, also here we are having deliberately made the choice, or living in a star system that has decided that, like, presumably, like, we don't get a lot of information on how we wound up.
Birds!
Like, presumably we signed up to come here. The only corporate-run system in the galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
I assume at some point we were like, yeah, no, that sounds good for us. I'm going to go into hibernation. When I wake up, I'm going to work in this corporate-run utopia. So we've made the choice to be here.
Oh, like, just how we're chosen to be born and have our parents?
Well, I mean, we signed up. We were on the Hope, right?
Right.
I don't know if I haven't played the game thoroughly enough to know if it comments on that, but it does say in the intro, like, that Halcyon is the only 100% corporate-run system.
Mm-hmm. Got him. All right. So yeah, I guess we did volunteer.
Mm-hmm. But who knows what mitigating circumstances?
That's
there are, right?
Who knows what the trade-off was? Female terror rays, leaving nesting area. Random objects. Okay. Let's go see.
And again, like, I don't have any specific education in this, but here I am, streaming and playing a game that's inviting me to think about it, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been playing Disco Elysium, which might be why some of my choices might be a little off the wall. But in that game, you can be a communist or a fascist. It offers you choices of things like that, or a racist, or a cockatoo, or a super cop or something.
Right.
These guys are armored. But they are in the starting area. Ooh. No, I'm going to ping at it with my little handgun.
Everyone all right?
Well, you're the only one that matters, so yes.
Okay, gone quiet.
Give me stuff. Oh, I got a big blade there. is the last body? Is there like an alt highlighting or a tab highlighting? Oh, there were 3 of them. Oh well.
But yeah, like there's a lot of bon mot we could throw around here, right? Like Ursula K. Le Guin saying that, you know, it's easier to imagine the end of the world than it is to imagine the end of capitalism.
Yeah, it feels like those things are at least equivalent in some ways. Like imagining the end of capitalism is like imagining the end of the world.
Well, it's so deeply integrated with our day-to-day lives,
Yeah.
right? But like people were bartering for things. I should look up the Wikipedia entry for capitalism and find out exactly how we define it, right? Like we doing work in exchange for money or bartering for things or like participating in an economy isn't necessarily capitalism. Awesome. Yeah, to Amelie, that was Le Guin, right? She said, you know, but so did the divine right of kings.
Right. I'm a criminal. Ooh, shovel. I wonder what the shovel does. Monsters grunting. Oh, right, I have a time slowing ability.
Yeah, it's Q.
It's gonna make me a better murderer. 42. 73.
I wonder what kind of how the game would change if it didn't tell you that somebody was a marauder.
Don't
want any trouble.
Is there a way to change your faction standing with the Marauders?
Ignore the lady with the gun.
Is there a way to change your faction standing with them? Like,
I don't know
can you
you.
be a Marauder?
Whatever you're
don't
looking
think you
for, it ain't
can.
here. Move along.
Looking for Adelaide.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
This is a lot of voice acting. Read something, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Sure.
Much obliged.
I'm gonna just ignore you from now on. Waypoints, baby waypoints. Hello.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
I'm not here to join your camp.
Really? Now that you mention it, you don't have the look of an indentured laborer about you. Not nearly enough despair in your eyes.
I've only been awake for a day. Parvati's here around here?
Miss McDevitt.
Parvati, are you still in the custom of collecting flowers? You're welcome to take your pick. I do apologize for visiting upon your intentions. You and yours are welcome here. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Looks like you've made a good home.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
So are like these laborers that have run away, have they incorporated a system that's any different from the one they left?
Yeah, I mean, like, the first thing they do is offer you free food and, like, medical care.
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Goodbye. I'll look around a bit.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
Free stuff. Oh, I can't even get their garbage. I know it's not that type of bin. Compost. Show me. Okay. So I have to talk to her about Reed, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Reed.
Reed Thompson. You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Something.
I can't say I blame you. Reed is positively soporific. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Camp has a power regulator. I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
I kind of feel like that very early establishment of like tribal borders and then making you pick sides and then being like, oh, one is clearly evil is a little irritating.
I guess sometimes things are fairly clear-cut in the real world.
Malay. I am swords now. That should be good. Yes. Melee power attacks. Hold the attack button. That's what I was expecting. Alright. Now to the geothermal. Free stuff? Oh. Bathroom? How did I get stuck in here?
The water elephant.
Aha! Which is which?
Like, so... if you cut off power to the town... I don't think Adelaide actually winds up taking them in. But what you can do is if you side with the town and cut off their power, you can pressure the mayor Dobson to step down and let Adelaide take over as leader of Edgewater, and that's kind of like the third way.
Bodies.
But that isn't immediately clear.
No, I think I'm just gonna do the straightforward number one thing I was told. Fence. Flywheel. Is the tutorial gonna tell me about robots?
I always wanted to poke around in here.
I'll take care of it.
Here they come!
Do they? Are they? Am I? Free garbage. Alrighty. Eh. 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 Nope. They definitely blocked that. Alright. You.
Here we go!
She'll be fine. She's a survivor. My gun's not gonna overheat, right?
No.
Pretty stuff. Just lying here on the ground.
So I think. Oh, yeah. She just
She was
gets
just
back up on
inside.
her own.
I was wondering why they were all clumped over here. She passed her way in. How do I make a colorful barrel if I can't open it? Game designers.
Yeah, I know.
Just gonna hack the state. No. Standard trooper hat.
Yeah, like Kevin the Shark brings up a good point here, right? Like,
necklace.
Presumably Spacer's Choice is a fairly large organization, and if you steal their power regulator, they're probably not going to just be like, well, cannery's broke. Best get rid of it all. Right? You'd assume they would just be like, I guess we need to send a new power regulator.
So where is that? Aha! A necklace. So these are just... I can't even eat meat. Okay. Fine. Can I turn this off? Is there an off button? 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 Please, no robots inside. Hate robots inside. Ah!
The control room should be off to the right.
Weapon? What's my current pistol at?
I mean, you know,
100?
fair enough, right? Like,
Hope we're doing the right thing.
if the plant gets shut down, then, like, or if it just stops working, then maybe it's time to just box it up, right? I mean, it was decided that all the people on your
Cavardi,
colony ship
kill.
were not worth
Pulse beginning to...
were not worth even thawing out, right?
That's the last of them.
Good.
Oh yeah, I've worked corporate jobs, and the idea that corporations are in any way more efficient than government is laughable.
Who would say?
I mean, nobody who's worked in any kind of
Any more complicated than like a 5-person job.
Yeah.
Thing. Redirect power. Activate all 3 electrical track switches. Plant status. Blah blah blah. Elizabeth? Track switches. Track switches. Oh, stuff. Oh, no pipe wrench?
the traditional pipe wrench has been superseded by all kinds of other melee weapons.
That'll be easy enough.
3 switches. Mind your head. More robots. Personnel files. Chief security. Hull head. Logic module. Should be in Lockway room. Chief security. Replacing guards with robots. Worst happened. Robots went crazy. Security lockdown. Not a test. Hacking is expensive. What the? Little gremlin.
Like, if you poke around the cannery a bit, you find out that, like, they are just canning rats.
Is that what the Saltuna is?
Yeah, because it's... I guess it's easier than catching fish. So... yeah, I suppose if you do, like, take their power regulator, then these people just get abandoned.
You get him.
That's the last of them.
Really, it's a complex situation, and it's probably two sides of the same coin.
Got it. Heads down.
Stealth section. Yeah, it seems like they're giving you a lot of different opportunities to take different approaches on fights and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then again, as people point out, like, these security bots, there's an awful lot of security bots here. They can't be cheap, can they?
Unexpected noise.
Go! Fight! Kick ass!
Parvati, kill!
Try this. Wow. Serpentine. Puny robot brain. Yes, I use a knife to kill robot.
Two more. What'll
doesn't
happen
look
to Miss
healthy.
McDevitt's folk if we send power
Magma.
to the Vale?
Meh. Story. Whoops.
Sprats are very cute, though.
This is a lot of robot bodies.
Yeah.
Even for a robot uprising.
I mean, I think the robots were programmed to kill all the plant workers to collect their life insurance.
Makes sense. This place basically runs itself.
No, just leave me alone.
Stealthy.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Stealth.
Is sleeping.
No! Everyone all right? Down they go!
Unexpected.
Shut off steam.
Unexpected object in bagging area.
Process performed.
Incoming! That didn't work.
Steam wasn't hiding any treats.
One to go. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the Vale?
Meh.
System. Investigating.
Out of ammo? Really?
Oh.
Gonna have to huff a gas. Where'd she go? Oh.
To her death.
doing okay? Need a hand?
You are correct, Chad. We are not playing on the nightmare difficulty level for talking.
No, I mean, I could manage hard probably, but this is more fun.
Honestly, I didn't find the combat interesting enough to make hard fun.
No.
Right, like there are games where hard mode is definitely like, or the ultra difficulty mode is
like challenging.
Yeah, and interesting.
Yeah.
But in these style of games, I didn't actually find it that stimulating to play.
The yelling man. You there? I'm the Phantom. Coming to you. Where is he?
But like I found it just seemed to like ramp up their hit points.
That's what I expect. No behavior changes, no powers. Really? Hello.
No, just leave me. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram.
Great.
Don't you talk down to me, Phantom. At least I know I'm real. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
You're eating sprats?
Of course. Sprats are an excellent source for my daily recommended intake of mercury. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
How long have you been down here?
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
What do you do?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
You never left this plant. How have you been surviving other than
Jimmy'd
sprats?
opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
Yeah, cysty pigs. Cysty pigs are pigs that are bred to have tumors on the outside that fall off eventually and can be harvested. And you put them in a
for the
bun.
uninitiated palate, a true gourmand appreciates the sprat's complex melange of flavors. Braised, boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food.
So what happened?
Mechanicals
It's-
lost their bolts.
it's
Opened
cruelty-free.
fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
And you weren't killed?
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
You mentioned being an engineer.
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries. Repaired them, maintained, upgraded. Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
Before or after you became a Sisty Pig Tycoon?
Oh, before. Definitely before. Sisty Pig Tycoonery was the apex of my long and storied career.
I should go.
Cysty pig is a very vivid term, right? It's evocative for the quality of what is going on here. I imagine it comes in its own like sack,
right? Like, I just imagine like a fleshy mass.
Mm-hmm.
Because who knows what's in the tumors?
And then you can pop it.
Maybe that's how people eat them. Maybe they like
maybe
make it like a little incision, or maybe there's like a straw.
Ooh, yeah, and you just like pick up a cysty pig and jam a straw into it like it's a Capri Sun.
Yeah.
made myself nauseous.
Okay, where's... Wait, do I have to go back? Is it back down? This place is a labyrinth. Ba-doo-ba-doo, 60 something distance away somewhere. Bah! The way is shut.
Once we do this, there's no... Excuse
Whoa.
me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but
were
I just
behind
gotta
me.
ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
I know.
If you're sure. I had to ask.
Okay. Redirect power. Continue. Redirect power to Edgewater. Done. See, I got points, therefore I did the correct thing.
Yes.
Retrieve the power regulator. So now I actually have to go deal with the people that I just did this to.
Yep.
Alright, let's get out of here. No? I have to go out the outdoor.
Yeah.
One labeled exit.
Hopefully labeled exit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's so much more to explore in here.
Hmm.
Can I just go through this and see what happens? Oh, no. He doesn't like that.
Like butter.
It's always
the
best
last time
to
we
do-
saved. Oh, good,
Right.
good. Okay.
Alrighty. Now my health is full. It's a bad thing
Touche.
to learn. Like, when I learned that in BioShock, I was just like, well, nothing I do matters anymore. I'm invincible. Unlimited bodies. Just popping off. Right out of the clone vet. Very fresh. Alright, I get a perk.
Hmm.
I want good dialogue. Yes. I still want to crush my enemies. Yes. Okay, perks. Accept. Big carry. It's not one that's knife shaped.
Hmm. Ugh. Still dealing with Cysty Pig Fallout.
Yeah, just more armor. Or can I double up? 5 previous perks. Okay. And skills is... Got 10 points. It didn't like what I did.
Oh, right, yeah,
When I
you
told
have
it
to
to apply.
accept.
Yeah. Alright. I can go that way. That seems pretty
Just
straightforward.
walk right through the rock formations.
Oh, come on. Really? Really? It's not Skyrim at all. I can probably fast travel. Whoops. I just hit comma and I don't know what it did. Boop.
Hey!
Can I have these? No. Don't worry about me. Just ignore me.
He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Oh. They're onto me.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit.
Rude.
This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve.
Don't trust anyone who calls their people a flock.
Away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
I need your power regulator.
You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
Bye! Do I have the thing? Did I get it? Do I need to? Yes! Perfect. I'm not gonna talk to them. What are you talking about? Turn to the unreliable. Doop. Boop. Ha!
Video games.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
You didn't seem happy in Edgewater.
Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing.
I forgot all
and
about
if you ever need a
Space
pair of eyes
Asshole.
watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Pick the cabin.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, ma'am. Captain. I can call you Captain now.
There are several space assholes? I was thinking of Red Faction. But I suppose Shepard is also a space asshole.
Shepard. Where do I go with this? Where's the engine? 10, 12. What am I doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. Where am I? Just run around until I find something. That's a good idea.
I think we need to talk to Ada.
Probably. Very likely. But I remember going into the engine before. That's probably where we need to plug in the dealie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if any game that'll let me skip steps. And stairs.
Captain, I have
I mean, you can skip stairs in real life.
Works about the same. I've installed the power regulator.
Systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Yes! Fly, my pretty!
received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Hang up.
Based on my initial calculations of Dr. Wells's personality, that seems highly unlikely.
Ah, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I am not turning into that Liquid Man from X-Men. I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Ah.
Do we want to take another quick break once we finish this conversation?
Can't I land somewhere other than House or Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Culkelly.
Okay.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
I get to be a face stealer.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab.
In Dune? Face
And
dancers?
remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. Let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
Let's
All
take
right.
a break.
See you shortly, chat.
That's not how counting works.
I realized as I was about to say one that I hadn't specified whether we were going to go on 1 or 0.
You 3, 2 to get the count started, and then 1 is silent, and it happens on.
This is what's called a fence posting error. I think
It might be an off by 1.
could be. Ah. So still a little nauseous from the Cysty Pig talk.
Alright, where's the nasty place? The nastiest place I can land.
That was...
That looks cool. Nyum.
Destination reached.
Good.
Scylla.
Good thing they told me about the map after I used it. Oh, that's a lot of companion slots.
So we are now further than I've gotten. I just kind of did the first. I did Edgewater and then was like, yeah, I think I'll go and do my Space Wizard chores. And the thing about those games, they take up all of your time.
Take cover.
It's like the creepy Watson thing was just something that we as gamers learned to accept.
Why am I taking cover? There is no enemies.
This is pretty cool, though. Yeah, are city pigs not only, like, they're not vegetarian, but are they Jainist? Would a Jain be able to eat cysty pig?
Cysts?
I'm extrapolating.
Are you for or against pig cysts? Oh.
Meat apples.
Psst. No. Come back by the barrels. Go back to the barrels. Stop investigating.
I mean, aren't they...
Fine. Barrel is there. Good. Yeah, it's close enough. Boom, 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 boom. Whee! Bravely running away.
Bravely leaving Parvati to her death.
They did some good flanking. I do way more damage during that. Can huff on the run. Good to know. This seems safe. A safe area to go to. Oh, look, people.
Outlaws.
What a fun town. I don't even have stamina. Like, I can just run for days. No one's gonna catch me. Except my party.
Ain't no party like a Fallout party.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, right. You didn't encounter those on Edgewater.
No, I really want grenades. Are we just in a big dome?
It appears so.
Well, let's see.
Don't go out there.
The game was like, don't go out there, but I'll let you.
You're a big human. You don't have to listen to me anymore.
I wonder if there's anything out there. Like structures. I bet there is. Somewhere, there's something cool. So are these locations just like interesting ruins, or?
I'm not really sure what Scylla is all about. It's very pretty. Colonel Butterscotch is a great name. That's a threat display. No, Colonel Butterscotch! Oh god. Yeah, I suppose you can't be a colonel without other officers.
They hit hard. Ah, good. Alright, let's go see something else.
Alright.
No. Fast travel during combat, please.
You cannot fast travel in combat.
When is out of combat? How far combat go? Combat? Near hostiles. Push the button. Slowest elevator in the world. Goodbye.
Duh.
This is real space, isn't it?
Ah, I can fix my junk. Good to know. Alright, what else we got? What's this little one? Not a thing?
Not a thing.
Can I go to the sun? I can't go to the sun. Monarch. Cascadia landing pad. This is where the big monsters are. Monarch.
Mm-hmm.
Message from Dr. Wells. He'd like to congratulate you on finding a route to Monarch. I don't believe so, Captain. Transmission incoming.
Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Colt Kelly.
Boop.
You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Sound like you've been to Monarch?
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps?
Sounds like fun.
I certainly wouldn't call it boring, especially if your idea of fun involves navigating a hostile biosphere populated by carnivorous monsters. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
All right.
Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Captain, an unusual wavelength is coming through Monarch's aether wave frequencies.
The eternal is in us all. The OSI would have you believe that your place in society, indeed in the universe, is preordained. A man who works in the mines of Hephaestus, coating his lungs in mercury dust for not but a few bits a night. This fate is set in stone? When he dies young, coughing up black blood, his part in the grand plan? No, I say. Greatness is in everyone. Not just those so fortunate as to have been born into prosperity.
That was unexpected and odd.
Seemed interesting.
Considering the origins of the transmission, I imagine you may have such an opportunity when we visit Monarch, Captain.
I'll be back. Let's go, team. No sign of life. Then no. Bet they can't get up here.
Then
I got your back, Captain.
Maybe there's a ramp though.
maybe they just phase up.
Or they can vomit. Oh, that's a large spray.
Maybe they come equipped with a mortar.
Oh, here they come. Oh, hello.
Baby.
Wow, strong baby.
Ha, hoo, hi, yeah.
Spray. Uh-oh.
That's a small number.
Goodbye. So where else can we go? I might as well actually try this.
Okay.
See if stealth works. Okay.
Yes, the most dangerous enemy. Ground. Long the foe of gamers everywhere.
Can I fast travel? No. Do I just go that way?
Oh, excuse
I
me.
bet this way's safer. Based on my gut. What's in here? Free stuff. Plasma cutter.
It requires energy, so you have 275 energy rounds.
Got it. Inside voices.
Ew. Nope. 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 Nope, nope, nope.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
You sure we ought to go this way, Captain?
That'll be fine.
Look out! Watch out!
This might not work. Nope. Turn around. Road's this way.
I think technically we all lead the Manta Queen.
Parkour! Road to nowhere, okay. Ooh, gas. Love gas.
Love gas, baby.
Love gas, baby, love gas. Ooh, boy, that's...
Uh-oh. The Thagomizer's being deployed.
Heh, idiot. Can I just cancel out? Yeah. Ooh, that seems like the way to go. Although, there's a building right there. They should have given me a stamina bar. I'm like...
Here they come!
Juicy. Across this bridge or the other bridge? The other bridge.
The other bridge. Why didn't we just land here?
Right? Apparently you have to land on the landing pads. Oh, is this way blocked? Do I have to go walk around
Maybe.
again? maybe the other. Oh, no, this is fine. See? I don't know what everybody's talking about. It doesn't seem dangerous at all.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Well, here now. Now I can always fast travel here. You, objective. You stole my hair.
Slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
I'm Potato.
Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you?
Sure.
Outstanding. What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger?
Vacation.
Oof. Some hell you've chosen. You must really love fish.
Broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head.
How much time do you need? Well, just tell me how much,
Oh, you want information for nothing. Very well. I am no match for your your yammering. Here's how to get to Devil's Peak. Go south, along the road, not the river. Look for the mountain with devil horns. Watch out for raps, and mana swarms, and marauders, sulfur pits, and... You know it'd really be safer if I went with you. You want to reconsider sobering me up?
What do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of,
pills.
Well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set. I know they make me see straight for a little while. You gonna get me a dose or what?
Trying to confirm. I'll be back. There we go. You there.
Well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger.
Thank you.
Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
I could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you?
Trade. Really? Well.
This bar is only selling drinks, not guns.
No, right? No need trouble. No need that. No need that. Sawed off! Maybe. Alright. Armor stuff. Garbage. Alright. find pills. Where's the Ventron?
Pills there.
Is that where the pills go?
I guess so.
You! Pills dispenser.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Aw, shucks.
What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
Been asked to pick up medicine, some kind of caffeine.
Bless your little heart. You must mean caffeinoid. If it's pep you need, one pill does the deed. Now, dearie, who's this pickup for?
It's for me, Potato.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
That's just awful.
Isn't it just? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
Nyoka.
Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I
really don't.
When?
I'm afraid it'll be the better part of a month. Our dear Nyoka tends to exhaust her supply rather quickly. Believe me, there's nothing I'd love better than to help you, but there's not much I can do. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
From a locked thing upstairs.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
Forgetful fellow, eh?
This experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll eventually.
Where can I find him?
In the town graveyard, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Poor man was always searching for the Flower of Enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations.
The Flower of Enlightenment?
It's a philosophist symbol of some kind, dearie. Never you mind. The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties. Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie.
Well,
Chin up, dearie.
time to go dig up a body.
If Velma's capable of running a warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own.
I guess we need to go and exhume.
Exhume. This is just... Oh.
Rapmusk and Canidized, right here.
Ma'am, please, I need your help.
No, you don't.
Sorry, we've already got an unresolved side quest.
Mm-hmm.
Top.
Ooh. Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload some tuna shipments.
What a beast.
Magnificent creature.
That's what a raft is. I can see why you wouldn't want to have its guts. Ooh. Parkour.
Excuse me.
Alrighty. Alright. Woo! And climbing tall rocks. Climb. Climb, my pretty. Climb. Uh-oh.
Sea live. Man not understood.
Out of ammo. And my nose is itchy.
Oh dear.
Makes it very hard to first-person shooter when your nose is itchy.
These things have too many healths.
That's what I'm feeling. Ah.
Ooh.
So there's really only the two of them, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll check for a big weapon somewhere.
Yeah, do you still have your machine gun?
I do still have the machine gun. I also just didn't have enough ammo to keep popping at them with my pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I could get some energy for the other knife.
Ooh.
Where's General?
I thought you did have energy for the lightsaber.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, you've got energy.
It just takes energy, so I have to be aware of that. Okay. Where's map? Yacht Club.
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you?
Trade.
If you don't see it, I don't got it. Don't go asking for the special reserve.
Ah, good.
Oh.
Okay. So I need this. And
Oh yes, you can hold Z to sell junk.
Yeah, I probably have a lot of money. 900. Do you think a shot cannon would work against those boys?
Did probably.
What about this? It's only 60 DPS. Locked.
No.
Oh, 14.
Boo.
Yeah, I think the shot cannon will do it. If I can load it.
Hmm.
What does this take? 275. 50 out of 275.
Do your part to support the local economy? Laws know we need it. What can I get you?
More
All
ammo.
sales are final, unless you threaten me. I'm kidding. Don't threaten me.
Doesn't it want energy?
The cannon?
I thought it was energy. Oh no, you're
50 energy.
because it says 275, which is your amount of energy cells.
Yeah. All right, but I can't reload from here, so it only holds 50. All right. So pistol, shock, thing,
Lightsaber.
All right. One more time.
smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload salt tuna shipments at the cannery.
It says I can level up, but I've tried hitting tab and it does nothing.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
Out of the swamp. Yeah, that lightsaber really works.
Quite.
Ah!
Perfect.
He was just in the graveyard. I see. This is how graveyards of the future operate.
Here, I thought it was a euphemism.
Graveyard?
Yeah, well, he's in the graveyard, dearie. Right? Like, I get it. No, literally, he's just in there in a pile. Nobody's bothered to...
Whee! It's fine. Ignore her. She's a big baby. Soon I will have 2.
Big babies?
That's what recruitment is, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Back in Edgewater, you can also recruit the vicar.
The guy that you're sent to kill, or the
No, the guy
new vicar?
The new vicar. The one that Parvati wants to talk to for spiritual guidance.
Hello again, dearie. What can I get you?
About Dr. Williams.
Such a pity, isn't it? But I suppose it's an important reminder that one can have too much of a good thing. Even cost tolerine.
Okay. It's upstairs this way.
Mm-hmm.
Steal everything of them in here. You know. One stealing is the same as many stealings.
That's why it's called grand larceny.
Because isn't it grand? Goodbye.
Goodbye forever, Parvati.
Hello.
The charmer. Welcome back. Drinks, chat, or business? All of the above?
Got your magic pills.
More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Glad to have you.
Great. Where to? Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there, there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer.
I hope you like being part of our crew, Nyoka. We're real excited to have you. So you keep Monarch safe, huh? That's real honorable work, Miss Nyoka.
Oh, no. No.
Big swings. Sure, more healths.
It just doesn't like to accept when going between the things. Maybe it's the, maybe I'm just misreading it and it's, confirmed to cancel.
Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of its dangers and an abundance of fortitude. Folks hire me because I know what you can shoot and what you ought to run from. That's a mistake you only get to make once.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in.
No, they're really aggressive with their walls.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
done for the day.
I mean, I want to like this game quite a lot. I've been told that it gets into some really interesting stuff later. But it kind of failed to hook me in its opening several hours.
Right.
And I don't know what to make of that. I acknowledge that this game is, like, gorgeous. It's the writing is fun. The themes seem interesting, but for whatever reason, it just completely failed to, like, latch on to me. Or I failed to latch onto it. I don't know how to... The Velcro didn't click for me. And that's something I felt with a lot of, like, the Fallout family of games, even though this isn't a Fallout game. But
it's got a lot of Fallout flavor in it.
And it also feels a lot like they wanted to make a game in Firefly, like the Firefly universe, and that license was not available. So here we are. And it's definitely not bad, right? Like, if this is the kind of thing you like, you will like this kind of thing. This seems like a very good refinement of this formula.
Yeah, of the kind of... It's not quite a loot shooter, but...
Hey, take your time.
But maybe I'll put, like, another, I don't know, 30 or 40 hours into it at home as homework, and then we can come back to it later. Once we see, or once I get to see kind of where the world is going.
Yeah, I'd like to show you Disco Elysium so that you have some context for the kind of moral dialogue choices that I'm a little more interested in.
Okay, yeah, that sounds awesome. Yeah, maybe we can come back to Disco Elysium after Desert Bus.
Yeah.
So in 2 weeks?
Sure.
Yeah, I found that I spent way more time in combat than I really found interesting.
Yeah, it's... like... The wave and enemy design in Destiny seems to have a lot more variety. So, and like, these enemies don't necessarily have weak points that behave the same, so there's like very little feedback when you're like doing a good shot. And the status effects that you get from using your slow time are fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I would definitely play this game on hard if I was actually playing it.
Yeah.
Even though that would just make combat take longer.
Yeah, it honestly felt a bit tedious. I think I might do what I wound up concluding I was going to do for Mass Effect games, which was just playing it on easy. Because those games, the combat isn't interesting. Usually.
Yeah. No.
Or, like, the way it ramps up in those games is that it just makes a lot of your abilities actually useless.
Yeah. Yeah, it counters your abilities by just making them not work.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, I really want to like it.
It also, like, I guess if you're exploring in this game, what you're actually looking for are dialogue points instead of, like, exploring and trying to find stuff out about the world.
Well, what people have told me is that a lot of the world building is in, like, logs.
Right, so you have to go find a book in the abandoned factory that the murder bots are in.
Right.
Which is a lot like Fallout.
Mm-hmm. And what I've also heard is that the companions do a lot of contextualizing as well.
I bet they do.
Where you bring somebody to a certain place and they will have, like, a novel dialogue option that tells you a lot about things.
Mm-hmm. It's probably also, like, as you get your party filled out, more interesting. It's kind of like a single-player, social shooting game.
Right.
It's like Fallout 76 without having to play online.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what I'd really like to see is getting to, like, a larger planet.
Mm-hmm.
And see what that world feels like.
So far, it's very trench run.
Yeah, well, it feels very, like, frontier America, which is something I've kind of honestly had my fill of in the last couple of years.
Have you even, like, touched the Red Deads? Yeah.
It's just not something that really appeals to me as being the glove with which we use to grapple themes of frontiers.
Yeah.
But I'm going to spend more time with it and come back to it and see what I make of it then and how it explores, like, the ideas that it's presenting here.
Mm-hmm. I get the sneaking suspicion that it's not going to say anything. It's going to be like, here's an interesting idea that I present to you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of it?
I'm like, yeah, I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah. Just be like, well, who was right all along?
Mm-hmm. Is it right of you to disrupt this society?
Do you hate money now?
Well, let's thank subs, and then we can wrap up the stream for this week. Fister 1987 resub for the 20th month.
Siasime, 52 months. Holy butts, I've been subbed for a long time.
Bitter One has resubbed for the 32nd month.
Martizzle, 17 months.
Great Wahuni came back for the 23rd month. Salutations, I am also currently occupying some space.
Ukan Vasara, 12 months, the 1 year. Woo!
Obsidian just subbed thanks to the Maricat.
Chris Avalon just subbed thanks to the Maricat.
Simon Art came back for the 22nd month. I literally have no mental picture of the Epic Games Store. Paint a picture with words.
Evil Badman cheered with 84 bits. Have the rest of my bits before I'm among you. Have a good trip tomorrow, Peach.
Epic Games just subscribed thanks to the Maricat.
Frankenstern, 27 months. Thank you.
Psychic Ketchup resub for the 69th month. Nice. 69 months. Also, I really appreciate you and all that you do.
Cat-Cool, 44 months. Thank you.
Chief Engineer Michael came back for the 17th month. 17 months of Talking Sim. Also, why do we have an O2 reader on our left index finger?
I know, right? It's cool.
Yeah.
Team Kessig, 17, just subscribed thanks to the Maricat.
Conda 020946 has just resubbed for the 23rd month. Hi guys, I'm hyped for DB, just ordered my shirt.
Lou Heggie, 22 months. Zoinks.
One of the voice resub for the 18th month. Hello, good luck with Desert Bus. Thank you.
Emergent OS, 28 months. Thank you. Thank you.
Cassie, 13. Resub for the 34th month. Thank you.
Rainbow Phoenix 06, 37 months. Yay, Talking Sim. Thanks for keeping me company while I resolve dumb tech issues.
Ready when you are.
Good luck with those.
BT Etta has resub for the 50th month. Thank you.
Far Too Much Sarcasm, 44 months. Happy Muffins.
Lemel has resub for the 15th month. The point of toss ball is to toss the ball in the goal.
X Real Gamer Thige. X. 40 months. Capitalism in space.
Hodge Gulashi has come back for the 23rd month. Thank you.
Evocron, 13. 71 months. Getting this in before DB.
Foxfire came back for the 24th month. Happy 2 years.
Sir Trey continued their sub they got from the Americat.
Kyron the Walker resub for the 30th month. I'm tempted to watch from 2 hours in, but instead I'll go to the archives and watch from the beginning. Don't want to miss one bit of this journey.
I'm sorry. Laura Lyric Nekosune. 10 months. This is the longest I've VB.
Brightest Best 1 has come back for the 14th month. Hi. Hi.
Anubis 169. 71 months. 71 months of sub on the wall. 71 months of sub.
Anti-Muffin returned for the 30th month. 30 months, and I can actually do this in the desktop client again. Woo.
Xanto69 tiered 50 bits. Thanks
And
for simulating talking.
01 Thorin 01 has resubbed for the 35th month. Thank you.
Alright. We're gonna go. I'll be back shortly with Let's Nope. We're finishing up Moons of Madness. Or continuing. I don't know if we'll finish it. I don't know how long it is.
Well, we'll get something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll be back in 2 weeks after Desert Bus. Be sure to watch Desert Bus.
It's Desert Bus.